Yo, what's going on everybody? This is the tutorial for my V2 fungus farm. In this tutorial, I'm only going to make 6 modules, which is half of what is in this right here. This is 12, but it's basically the exact same thing, you just mirror it on the other side. So, yeah, let's go get into the video. Okay, so this is the stuff you will need for the farm. This is not the exact amount of stuff, but this is the stuff required. The stick is basically there for schematic purposes, but you can keep it if you want to build it in your creative world. So yeah, but you'll need the other items in here. Okay, so let me go find an open area real quick to build this farm in. So okay, this spot looks pretty nice. You know what I'm talking about. So first we're gonna get our nether rack, our pistons, our observers, no blocks, and crimson nylium. We have our dispensers. Let's get our glass and our redstone. So how about we build something like this? So first, we're gonna build up 4 blocks like this. We're gonna place pistons, and this will be the pushing the platforms around. The fungus is gonna get bone mealed on. We're building this 4 blocks up because there's gonna be like no blocks here with like observers and stuff, and we're also gonna need to make a clock. So we're gonna make our first row of pistons 6 blocks wide like so. Now we can put our fungus pattern, whatever you want to call it, our dirt. So we're gonna put 2 netherrack in the corner and make it like this with 4 nylium in the middle. And we're gonna complete it by making it a square like this. Now we just mirror it to the other side. Like so, and this is our little fungus, little pattern thingamajiggy, thingamabob, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so if we come over here now, we're gonna bridge out like this. We're gonna put our second row of pistons. These are, and this row is gonna have 12 pistons, and it should extend, have one piston overextended like this, because this is gonna push it over here, and it's gonna line up perfectly like that. Okay, so now we're gonna go into this middle block right here. This one, this middle, you know, it's gonna get pushed and stuff like that. So this will be the middle. Break it. You're gonna come down here, and then you're gonna dispenser, and then you can replace it. Now you're gonna come to the same block right here. Replace it. Now you can break these 2 blocks in the back. Here I'm using smooth stone, but this is like any building block. Any building block will work fine for this. So yeah. Now we're gonna want to build the last, the 3rd piston platform, which will be right here. Row of pistons. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so, and it should be 1 off of this one, like so. And finally, we can make our pistons over here. Like this. And this should have 12. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not just like so. And now after you've done that, you're just gonna place your building blocks behind the pistons. You're gonna need to make sure that these building blocks are solid blocks and not unsolid blocks like glass. So now, once you've got the redstone and the platform completed, we need to make sure that the thing stops on the long side like this. And now we can successfully put our observers and no blocks like so. I have one right here, and then one right here, and then one right here, and then one right here. Now it should push in all 4 ways like so. So now we can add an activation switch. So if we come over here, there's 3 blocks out like so. Break the first 2, and get ourselves a sticky piston. Put redstone dust, lever like so. We can activate it like this and deactivate it by simply extending or retrieving the observer, just like so. Now you're gonna want to build a row of glass or anything, any block, it's fine. You're gonna want to place fence gates opened up. I recommend having them opened up so more of them push and you lose less rates and you lose less of the fungus. As sometimes the fungus could get stuck. Now, once you've done it like this, you're gonna patch the bottom up and you're gonna make sure that they have a confined space for them to fall in. To be like packed ice and stuff here, you know, like very Sigma, yeah, bruh, something like that. Okay, and just like so. And now we're going to put a row of glass, one block in front of the pistons, like this. Just to make sure that none of them will push in, just to make sure that all the water flows perfectly and all the stuff is going in actually into the area. Now that we have the piston part done, we're gonna go to the underside and do the bone meal dispenser. So first, let's fill this up with bone meal. Alright, so place 1, 2, 3, 4 note blocks like so, and this should be under the full blocks where the redstone dust is. So when this powers, these note blocks will also get powered. Now once you've done that, for the middle one, you're gonna place an observer, and then a note block, and then an observer, and then you're gonna place a full block like so. And to the one on the right of it, which has one more on that side like this, you're gonna place 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. So now this will have 2 ticks and this has 4 ticks. Instead of this full block, you're gonna add a target block. Okay, so for the third one, you're gonna have this snow block and the observer. You have 2 glass blocks and a repeater on 4 ticks with another one on 2 ticks. Observer looking into it and a full block. So now and then for the last one, you're gonna have an observer with a block like this and a repeater on 4 ticks. Going into a no block with an observer and a redstone dust like so. Through 4 times in 8 ticks. So this one's gonna be 2 ticks. So 1 observer, 2 observers, and this one's gonna be 4 observers, so 4 ticks. This next one is gonna be 6 ticks. So we have 1 observer and then 4 ticks and the redstone repeater, and then another observer. Last one's gonna be 8 ticks. So now, if you activate the farm, it should power 4 times like that and get instantly broken by the 4 like sides of pistons pushing. Now all you gotta do is just do the same things on this side. So here we're just gonna place 4 note blocks like so, just like that, and then we're just gonna mirror what we did for that side. So let me do this real quick. Activate the farm, and you can see both sides are being activated 4 times, getting immediately pushed like so. Now we do the water. So here we can see we can split the farm into basically halves if we do it like so. So it's 5 by 5, and we can utilize that to put our trap doors like so in the middle, just like that. Now we're gonna add an extra layer of glass. Alongside a glass behind the trap doors. You're gonna go replace these 2 blocks next to the trap doors with a solid block, and now you can place your water in, and you're gonna place 2 glass blocks with repeaters facing into the solid blocks, and these will be the ones that activate and deactivate the trap doors. Now we're gonna place 2 blocks like so with a redstone dust on top of them. Place 2 more glass blocks, and we're gonna get our comparators. Place 2 comparators like so. Now we can get our copper bulbs, our wax copper bulbs, and all we gotta do to sync them is by either using a block like this, breaking in, by putting and breaking it, or a lever like that. And now they should be synced up. So if we come down here and make ourselves a clock like so. So let's put like So yeah, that should be a good amount of. Okay, that's a good clock. Okay, so now we gotta make ourselves a clock like this, and now got our sticky pistons, and all we gotta do is we need to place one copper bulb above either block that will have the redstone block in it, and place a comparator going outside of the copper bulb. Now, if we have a observer going out, we can run observer that looks into the first observer and a copper bulb above it. And if we connect this observer that looks into the observer into a long chain of repeaters, like, just wrap it around like this, so like 4 ticks, 4 ticks, 4 ticks, like so, and this is 6 full repeaters, and we connect a, I don't know what this is called, but like basically, you know, like makes the pole shorter into a piece of redstone dust that will go into the thing. It'll basically power the copper bulb twice. Now that we have that, all we gotta do is place observer, and we can just make this go into the 2 copper bulbs, and we should be good. So let me wait for this to end. Yep, just like that. We add a, like so, and then add observers like this, and then we'll wait for this. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, and just like that, the trapdoor should release the water, and then quickly take the water back again. Voila, just like that. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have this set up, I actually recommend putting the lever on the side like this. Now we have this set up, we can run another comparator through this, and coming out of this bulb, and we connect this to our activation area, so it will stop the platforms once there is water coming out, preventing any drops from getting glitched through the blocks. So we just run this into the redstone torch. Oh, wrong block. Like so. So let's get a repeater, and then just connect this like so. Let's wait. And if we activate the farm, it should stop moving once there's water coming out. Just like now. When's the clock gonna? Oh, right now. Just like that. Now you see that there's some drops left over, but eventually get pushed by the water and down into here. So let's deactivate the farm real quick. And now what we can do is we can add a row of blue ice, or like packed ice, or any ice, doesn't matter, to collect our the fungus. Okay, so if we just connect maybe like a row of blue ice like right here, like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, connect it downward, and then we'll just make it go like this, fill it up so none of the drops go down here. And now if we just place water in this, water right there, and then right there, and activate the farm, it should collect and then go down here. So it pushes it down, and then it collects, and then it goes down here, just like that. Okay, so that's nice. But then how do you build more modules, you ask? We can simply just stack the farm on top of each other. So let's do that. First, we're gonna need to set up our the dispensers again. So we're gonna come to the middle block right here. This is the middle block because it has the most aura. And then we're gonna build 2 blocks up for when the water's not here, and make a dispenser and break those 2 temporary blocks. Same thing with this other side, like so. And now we have our dispensers for the second layer. We're gonna go to the redstone nuts. We're gonna place 2 blocks like this. Now we're gonna place 1 more and break this 2. Now we can place the pistons. It's gonna be the same like amount, but it's just 2 blocks up. And it's also gonna be the same for the observers and the redstone and stuff like that. So boom, perfect. And now we just come here, place 2 temporary blocks, place a third, and then connect it like this with our pistons. And then do it for this side. And then finally for this side. Just like that. Now we can add our observers in no blocks. Make sure you add them in the same spot as below, like this. Add our redstone dust, and do this for every side. And now just like that. Now we're gonna go to our activation area. We're gonna build the second layer. So what I did right here, you put a block over the redstone torch, another redstone torch, and a block over that, and then another redstone torch. Now you're gonna put a block to the side with redstone dust next to the redstone torch, and sticky piston like that. So it should look something like this. The bottom and the top row are the exact same, but there's just a redstone torch in the middle. Now we're gonna build the bone meal thingies again. So everything should be lined up like so. So if you place 4 no blocks like this, you're gonna place 4 more like that. And do this for both sides. Now we can build the observers and stuff below the actual platform. I recommend doing this step first before building your platform, else it's gonna be jammed and you have to be down here, and then there's gonna be water pushing, and then it's gonna be like very tedious. So now let me quickly do this spot. So let me keep on doing the bone meal dispensing. Okay, that's for one side. Now I'm gonna do the same for the other. Now that's done, we could fill up with bone meal. Just like that. And for the second layer, we're gonna connect a row of hoppers out of here. So get our hoppers, and we just go to the back. Now we just put the row of hoppers going out. Whoops. Like so. Make sure to also do this for your first row. Or for your first layer. And if you've done it correctly, they should line up. Now I try to do the same thing for the other side. just like that. Now we're just gonna build the dirt platform and make sure it's the exact same as the one at the bottom. So I recommend building the 4 crimson blocks first, as you can work around them, like so. Now we're gonna build the dirt and a netherrack. Make sure you don't put a netherrack under one of the note blocks until the end, or else it's gonna kickstart the farm. Perfect. Oops. Just like so. And now, once you've done that, can you can build a row of glass around it, like so. With the fence gates. And now, once that's finally done, you can finally put your thing. As you can see, it'll kickstart the farm. What you can do is just click it, and then unflick it again. And now everything should be stopped, like so. Now for this, with your two full blocks next to it, place your second layer of glass. Like so. Blocks behind the trap doors, like this. Fill it up with water. And you're gonna get your repeaters. Boom, boom. Your 2 blocks, 2 redstone dust. And then you can pair with your copper bolts, like so. Remember to sync them up like this. And now you can connect the bottom row of, what do you call it, observers up. Make sure to this finish. Yeah, perfect. Now you connect this up, and now they should be synced up. Just like that. So once the bottom, so if you stand to the side right here, both layers will, yep, like that. Perfect. You can also add your 3rd layer of glass if you want, just so you don't lose any of the rates, but that's kind of extra. You can only do it if you like don't want to lose anything. Like that, and then fills up, and like that. Now that's 2 layers done. For the 3rd layer, you can just repeat same thing again, but I'm too lazy to do that, so I'm not gonna do all that, and I'm just gonna do the crafters right here. And you're gonna get yourself your sand, your micro hopper, and your rails, whatever kind. Any kind of rails are fine. Place your rail, sand, hopper, break, like that. Do this for all 3 layers. I'm only gonna do 2 because I'm lazy. Like that, like that. Perfect. It's done. Yeah. Yeah, all 3 yeah, 3 layers, 6, 7 modules. Oh yeah. Please don't let me down. Oh yeah, more delay. Oh my god. More delay. More delay. I forgot to add delay. Because I'm gay. Okay, so finally I finished, you know what I'm talking about? So now we can actually finally do them crafter thingy-majiggies. The thingamabobbers. The balabobbers. Yes, break. Just like that! Just like that, Jawad! What? Like so, We're gonna build a 1, 2, 3, like that. So it should be looking just like that. Just like that. Just like that, you want. Okay, so now we have this structure, you know what I'm talking about, and then we're gonna get our fence gates. We're gonna go bada bing, bada boom. Glass. Yes. Okay, now we're gonna put a stair, right, like that, and then a leaf just like that. Just like that. I need to pillar this up because I forgot to earlier because I'm sped. Uh, 2 blocks I'm talking about, and then sand, and then cacti, and then block above the cacti. Oh my god. We have put our crafter facing downward into the thingamabobber. We're gonna make sure the only one slot is open, you know, just like that. So we have one slot open, just like that. Now we're gonna put our water into the bottom, and then the water into the leaf, and then the water into the stair. So now the water should be pushing that way. I don't really know why I added this leaf, but I added this leaf because it was the 3706. You really don't need this leaf because there's more room for you to push. But like, I think I'm gonna use the leaf because I don't know, it looks cooler. I guess, maybe. What? I don't know. Okay, so now we're gonna need to tower this up for like the thingamabobbers. But before we do that, we need to find a way to activate the thingamajiggies. The thingamajiggy crafter. Yes. So we're gonna base an observer looking into this no block, and one more looking into that no block, and then one more looking at to that observer, and then one more looking down. Wait, no, it should be a no block, I think. Yeah, so 1 tick and then 3 tick. It's gonna be a full block, so we don't have to waste 20k on this money on a no block. You know, I'm so caring for y'all. Like the B streamer in the chat, please, thank you very much. You're welcome. I just like that. Okay, now we have 2 sticky pistons like this. Full block in the middle. Dust on top. We're gonna go to our top hopper. What the hell? Like this. Compare going out of it. Redstone block next to it. A boom. Redstone torch. Now once we've done that, we need to build this tube, whatever you want to call it, up. So let's make the tube of glass up like so. Boom. Stair like that, and then put water into the stair, and then we need to get ourselves some kelp, and then fill wait, what? Oh, I missed the block. Okay, now we just need to fill the tube slash whatever you want to call it up with kelp, and now it should be a bubble elevator, just like that. Perfect. Cover the top up, and now we're gonna need to build the chest, whatever you want to call the system. Yes. So we're gonna have a hopper going into the crafters, and then double chest, hopper, 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 double chest, hopper. Yeah. Okay, so you can basically build this to however height you want. Make sure that it's the redstone dust does not go into it, or else it's gonna stop the hopper. So yeah, don't be sped and be blessed. I'm just gonna make a block over the hopper so nothing goes into it. But this is where you put the bones, just like that. So it goes into the crafters. But basically, you're gonna have like a bunch of these towers going up, and you just build like a water stream up here. And yeah. So now let's do it on the other side. So boom, bing, bada bing, tap, then 2 blocks, and then sand, and then cactus, and then block. Right. Now we're gonna come down here, and then build the Great Wall of China. 4 blue ice, and then soul sand, like that. Fence gates, like so. glass, leaf, build it one more up, crafter, just like that. Now we can build a like an edge around it with glass so people actually can see into it, you know, because it's so tough. Water. Build this one more up. Actually, I'm gonna make this smooth stone because it fits better, and also because I'm paranoid. And then stair. Water in both the leaf and the stair. Once you've done that, you're gonna get yourself an observer into the no block. Observer, no block. Observer looking into the no block. Observer looking into the observer. Like that. Okay, now you're gonna build up like this. Put a block in the middle and get yourselves your stick piston. Boom. Bop. Now you come here. Comparator. Coming outside the hopper. Redstone block next to comparator. Redstone dust. Torch. Piston. It's a torch and a dust like that. Just like that, Jawad. Okay, now we just gotta build the glass tube up. Or whatever you want to call it, I don't really know. Just build it up like this, you know what I'm talking about. And then fill it up with water, and then you're gonna need to make a full water source with some kelp. And then you're gonna break the kelp. And then boom, you're going upward, just like so. Block it off. And now we're gonna need to build chests, and that's about it. So ourselves some hoppers and chests. Make sure the chests are going out, so like outward, like to the side, and not in the middle, or else this redstone dust is gonna go into it, and then it's gonna stop the hopper, and then it's not gonna be nice, cause yeah, I don't know. And then you should do it like that, Jawad, and then you can build more, and then it's the process all over again. Just like this, and then just like that, and then just like this, you know, and then you can add your stream of like water on top. But and now, I think I forgot to make it one slot because I'm sped. Yeah, I did. But yeah, remember to make it one slot, or else your entire thing's gonna break. Add some bones into it, and yeah, the 6 modules is finished. Just like that. So basically, what you want to do if you want to build more, like on the other side, like in the schematic, you're just gonna add another row of pistons, bro, and then you're just gonna repeat everything on this side. Make sure the clock and like the comparator stuff is all synced up, and you should be good. And just mirror everything, like including this, but you don't have to make the observers and no bluff for the middle one, as there's already a one on this side. But mirror everything on this side, including the crafters, the bone meal stuff, and everything like that. And there's also wire up this to the other side. So now if we turn off the farm, you can see that it's pushing, you know, it's growing, and then it's firing bone meal, just like that. It's getting picked up, it's getting sucked up, and then look at that. This side's also moving, so if you want to build more, you can. Then water comes out, pushes everything downward, just like that, and then here you have a buttload of fungus, because, you know, this farm is so W. And, you know, and yeah, I don't know why fungus is spewing at me from the sky, but, like, really ignore the fact that it's, yeah. You know, we have W bone meal, W fungus, yeah. So, yeah, hope this tutorial helped y'all bedrock users, people that can't use the schematic, and yeah, see you on the next video, guys. See ya later.